Greetings and salutations. This is Pandora the Eclectic, also known as Pandora the Eclectic 1 on SoundCloud. And this is just kind of a personal rant of my own because I've been really thinking about things lately and really frustrated because I've had an argument with a certain roommate, at which will go out said as, personally, as I've done before. Apparently we're having a disagreement over something, and as you know, I'm a bit of a firework whenever someone fights with me or argues with me. Not because I hate them or disagree with them. Actually, more often I usually blame myself. But anyways, here we go. First of all, I want to start off with, as you know, I'm a Christian and I believe in God and all that stuff. This stuff has been bothering me because, well, as you know, I have my mother and, things like that. And I'm going to give you one thing. I am nothing. And I mean this perfectly. And I want you to look into my eyes as I say it. I am nothing like any of the Duggar children. I am sorry, but I fucking hate that family. I'm glad that they raised their children wonderfully. Hey, and I'm glad that they raised them in the Christian way, whatever, even though I frankly find that if I ever have children, I will never, and I repeat this again, never raise them religiously. And you wanna know why? Mostly because, as much as I believe there's a God, I think nowadays it's your own goddamn decision to follow whatever religion you want. Now, does that mean I'm going to leave my children at home when I go to church? Well, frankly, I don't go to church anyway, so why the fuck am I even having this conversation? But, if I did, then I would frankly only leave them there when they're of age. Like, probably around 11 or 12. So by that age, it's probably okay. It wouldn't be a big deal. So, make sure they have things to do, fun stuff they like to do. But, to be honest, the reason why I wouldn't do that is because it should be their own choice. As you also know, I am not a confirmed Christian. Meaning, not getting married in a church. So, guys, if you want a real speed, quick and easy marriage at the courthouse, fine by me. I'm pretty much of the attitude, I believe in God, but the last person who should be telling me how to direct my love life should be me and me alone, because as much as I believe in a God, if God's gonna be in charge of my love life, fuck you, God. And I say that honestly. No, 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 no. I've seen people who get married in churches, and they're not any more happier than, say, the person who has a quick, speedy one. Okay? And, frankly, you don't have to get married in a church. I kind of think being married in a church is overrated anyways, considering these are also the same bigoted people who won't have gay marriage in their churches. Now, there's exemptions. I think my uncles might have gotten married in a church, so, yeah, like I said, there's exemptions. If you go to a church that's perfectly okay with the idea, great, awesome. And I'm glad that they recognize it. And I want to advocate for that. But frankly, I think getting married in a church, fuck it. It's just not. I don't understand. I understand marriage being very beautiful and wonderful, but I really don't need God to tell me that my marriage is okay. I'm sorry, but I think I can do that on my own. Thank you, God, but seriously, no, I don't think you should be directing how I live my life either. Let's see, or at least that aspect of my life, if he's not gonna direct it. Another few things. Yes, I might have been raised Christian, but to be honest, I kind of hated every second of it because, to be honest, I kind of think dressing modestly doesn't really do anything to prevent guys from wanting to jump your bones. I should know. I went to a Catholic school where they made us wear uniforms. And boys still liked me. And I don't think it had anything to do with my brain. Now, of course, they could have just liked how the tone of my voice, and how I behaved. But I don't think that was the concept. I think part of it was there were lots of white kids at my school, lots of white girls who were being, white girls. And no offense to white girls out there, and I think I have one subscribed to me according to the picture. Uh, but yeah, I'm not one of those people who feel any way, shape, or form dressing modestly fixes anything at all with that concept, okay? I frankly I do want to marry for love, but I also understand, in my case, I want children. However, I would plan on having 3. So any guy who wants more than 3, sorry, we're not going to have that happen, or you're just going to have to settle. Sorry, but that's just how I am. Mostly because I think the world's already overpopulated as it is. Goddamn. We're at, 7 billion people. If we have any more, either we start killing off the elderly, or we start killing off young people. And considering, as much as I think old people have a lot to give to our society, I can at least teach a young person how to do a whole lot of shit, as compared to elderly people who might need a little bit more help in that department. No offense. Not to, spit upon the elderly. It's just that, whether they care or not, it's the same way as, hey, I would not kill off women per se, but I could see where we might spare the boys, but not, the women so much in some situations because, well, we are not physically stronger than the boys, whether we like it or not. We're not. In some cases we are, but in a lot of cases, no. Huh. There are exceptions to the rule. There's gender dimorphism. Let's see. Other things about Christianity that I do not like. To be honest, I don't find Christianity to be philosophical, intellectual, or intelligent. I think I was just watching a video an hour ago about the vigilant Christian. And I'll tell you one thing, BC, as I may call you, I hope you don't mind. I think you're full of shit. I'm sorry, but for someone who's very close-minded, you like to call and say a lot of other religions are false. Okay? And I'm sorry to tell you this, but I believe an intellectual and smart person wouldn't necessarily say they were false, but would probably say, I don't agree with it. Okay? Just saying. I also think your attitude towards everything involving the Illuminati. First of all, I hope you're also aware there are 2 kinds of Illuminati kinds of people, and one of them happened to be called the Freemasons, and they were Christian. So, fuck you. Another thing would be, yeah, as you know, Pacific. Yeah, fuck people like this, They sound like good people, they really fucking aren't. I think it's fine if you want to be an atheist. I don't see much of an issue with atheists, other than, unfortunately you might need to get your numbers up because, yeah, Christians, it's just stupid. Just stupid. Okay. But, yeah, I still believe in God, but I've been really rethinking my standards, or my idea of that. Mostly because I just don't feel that confident in it anymore. Does it mean, oh, I'm going to stop believing in God and become an atheist? No, I think it's going to take me a long time before I become an atheist. But I do understand people who are Christian, who are atheists and have left the religion. I want to understood. I don't despise you nor think you're traitors or anything like that, because you didn't do anything wrong. You just had a difference of opinion. Not everyone likes that, and unfortunately we have a bunch of idiots here who will not accept that concept. And yeah, it does anger me because unfortunately a good portion of those people happen to be Christian. Go figure. Um, just things like that, just why? Why do we have Christianity as just this never-ending cycle of, oh my God, why do you not believe in God, you dumb cunt, how can you not believe in him, blah, 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 blah. And there's always fighting about it, and frankly, it's like, maybe they don't believe in it because they have the right and freedom not to. Okay? Much like I have that right and freedom not to believe in God at all. I mean, yes, as you know, I did some research into it, and yes, actually, I was indoctrinated in a way. I probably say I had the lightest form because all I really did was probably be baptized, had my first Holy Communion, and I think there were other things I did, but, I believe in God and everything, but those things, I never really thought that had anything to do with believing in God. Because it's like, well, okay, why must I be baptized? I mean, I know it's supposed to wash away original sin. However, sin turns out to be something man created. So, it's in the concept or precept of how man sees right and wrong. Much like everything else in the Bible is the precept of what man deems as wrong, much like homosexuality, uh, slavery being okay, and all that stuff. I mean, we now realize it was wrong. For the most part, we've called it back. So it's not like, oh my God, be afraid of Christians. But to be honest, Christians have done some really heinous shit over the history of our world. And so I kind of realized, why the fuck am I Christian? I don't know if I want to be associated with that at all. And I don't understand why it's a bad thing that I'm not. Much like feminism. I hate saying this. Feminist? Fuck you. I know this is not about feminism, but it's just somehow they always seem to kind of come together because, well, whether you like it or not, it's starting to become an ideology. There's too many people believing this way or that way. You never understand which person goes with what and why would they have to pick a certain kind of feminism and to agree to. I've seen different kinds, but frankly, unless you're all going to converge and agree to one kind, then fuck you. And that's kind of the same way with religion, like I said. But, I didn't mean for this video to be this long, but, so I'm just going to end it here. Anyways, thank you for listening. It really is very therapeutic, because this stuff goes on in my head all the time, and I never really know what to do with it. So, thank you, and keep it frosty.